Hello and welcome. My name is Lizzie McClellan and I am the Senior Peer Coordinator with the NAN Project, an organization that promotes mental health education in schools. Today we're going to hear from one of our senior peer mentors, Alison, speak about how she has overcome some of the difficulties she has encountered during the current COVID-19 situation. These COVID care stories are meant to provide strategies for young people to use when facing the isolation, lack of structure, and other challenges that have arisen recently. With that, I'll turn it over to Alison.
Hi everyone, I'm Alison, and I'm a senior peer mentor here at the NAN Project. Like you, I'm currently staying at home with my family. I've been taking care of all of my responsibilities online and spending a lot of time alone with my thoughts. As a person who faces mental health challenges, I know that having time alone with my thoughts is not necessarily a good thing. My main challenge during these past few weeks has been coping with my depression and anxiety, which have been lifelong issues for me. I also struggled with an eating disorder for many years. I worked so hard to shut the door and walk away from my eating disorder. Lately, I've heard it knocking and trying to pry the door open. In therapy, I've learned that connection is important to my mental health. However, due to the social distancing orders in place right now, staying socially connected has become much more challenging. To help combat these negative circumstances I'm facing, I've taken several steps to help maintain my well-being. I'm continuing to socialize by connecting with friends and family by video conferencing, texting, social media, and writing letters. Even with all of the technology that exists, nothing compares to the personal touch of old-fashioned pen and paper communication. When I need support, I reach out to friends and family. I only follow positive pages on social media, and I avoid those things that don't help me. I know that spending too much time watching the news or viewing negative social media posts will only bring my mood down and increase my anxiety. I encourage you to take a closer look at your social media feeds and unfollow anyone or any page that does not make you feel good. If you're afraid of hurting a friend's feelings by choosing to unfollow them, there is a snooze button on Facebook. When you click it, they will remain friends with you, but you won't see their posts and they will not be notified. Additionally, I know that I need some structure to keep myself occupied, which helps me not to ruminate on the difficult stuff. This includes making a list of tasks to do every day, even things as simple as making my bed or taking my medication. I've also created a weekly schedule with recurring events, which gives me a sense of consistency in my life. Some examples are telehealth sessions with my therapist, doing activities with my fellow peer mentors on Zoom, joining online mental health support groups, and attending an online class. I know that I need some time to relax, and I've been putting less energy into pushing myself to be productive all the time. Watching some of my favorite shows, like Parks and Recreation, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, and Friends, helps me laugh no matter how I'm feeling. I spend a good amount of time writing, making art, and baking as well. If you are struggling with an eating disorder, I know times are especially difficult right now. To remind myself of how much strength I have, I saved all of the supportive letters, emails, and even little sticky notes that I have ever gotten, and I put them all into a binder, which I decorated with stickers. I include quotes that I like too. I still go back to it often when I need encouragement. You can make something like this as well. If you don't have a lot of pieces to include, start with these. To take my mind off of my personal struggles, I've also been focusing on how I can help others during this time. I recently sent a bunch of cards to a nursing home in my neighborhood, and on my friend's birthday, I made her a little brownie in a mug and dropped it off on her front porch. Yes, I'm disappointed that I'm missing out on things, and that's completely valid. It's hard to accept that I don't have control over what is happening around me, but I do have control about how I react to these things. I can acknowledge that things are difficult, and I can also pay attention to the things that are going right. I can put my energy into showing appreciation for the essential workers in our country. I can focus on all of the ways people have stepped up to help others in need and the acts of kindness being performed. Whenever you are struggling, remember the times you have succeeded and survived, and know that you can make it through. Find different ways to maintain social connection with others. Play games on Snapchat, or find new backgrounds for your Zoom meetings. Reach out if you are struggling. If you feel like you are facing an uphill battle, you are not alone. We are all going through this experience together, and we will all get through it together. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found this video useful. You can find additional COVID-19 resources for young adults on our website, thenanproject.org/COVID-19 resources. We would love to hear any feedback or suggestions you may have. Shoot us an email at info@thenanproject.org. Stay safe, and remember, there is help and there is hope.